Starting to crystallize as Jay Cutler and Dexter Jackson, last year's 1 and 2, have made their way to center stage,
right,
and Jim Raquel is going to take him through the quarter turns. And Pep, I hate to say it, but I think we have come to the moment here where the Mr. Olympia might be determined, because Jay Cutler, after having lost the title last year, made the improvements, and he's looking to go ahead and turn the tables on Dexter Jackson. But with this call-out, being that it's a two-man call-out, it really tells what might be the whole story.
Yeah, and the difference between this year and last year is that Jay nailed it on Friday, and last year he didn't. And I think this might be the first time you put them side by side and say, well, Jay's conditioning and his glutes and everything else is staying right there with Dexter's. And given the size difference, that's obviously a big advantage for Jay.
You are looking at the current and the former Mr. Olympia, and another rare treat to get to see two Mr. Olympia champions duke it out, go head-to-head for the chance to win what would be a third standout for Jay and a second for Dexter Jackson. And watching these guys go through the motions, if you're Phil Heath or Kai Green standing in the background, you have to be wondering that maybe you're going to have to wait another year.
Yeah, you know, the constant comparisons with Jay of 2001, it's so difficult to try to go back that far in your head and think, how would that look next to this? But one thing I am confident saying is that he's better than he was in 06 when he defeated Ronnie Coleman to take his first Mr. Olympia. So is that going to be enough against Dexter Jackson? And is this like a consummate call-out amongst a bunch of judges? Or, again, is this one judge who wanted to see these two?
Well, if this is your top two, you have to give all the credit in the world to Dexter Jackson. We heard so many people discuss whether or not Dexter would even be in the top two, whether or not he would fall behind Kai and Phil and finish as low as third or fourth. And here he is in what is probably the final call-out of the prejudging, standing there alongside his nemesis, his arch rival, Jay Cutler, and it's turning out to be a battle for the ages.
All right, no touching, no touching.
Jay knows that he's got an advantage in the quads, so he wants to highlight that. And if this is the final call-out, then history has repeated itself. These two are 1-2 again. In what order?
Right, most muscular.
People may differ, but this is a different Jay than took second last year. Now, keep in mind something else for those watching out there. Last year, Dexter won on Friday, but Jay beat him on Saturday.
And
so, again, it's a two-day show.
Thank you, audience. That concludes the prejudging.
And that's it.
And there it is, folks. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for the finals. Here we're back at the Orleans Arena. Chance to watch